We're going to talk about this Monstrum scope here that I recently purchased off the Big A website. And I mounted it on this budget build. And this was a pretty cool budget priced scope. I've used some Monstrum scopes in the past on some builds I've done. And you know, years ago, things weren't priced as low as these things are now. And it was a much more simpler scope, fairly rugged, bolted it on there onto ARs and an AR-10 platform. And they're still being used to this day with no complaints. Alright, and this one here, when I did the initial video on it, you had to mount it on the rings and mount it to this solid base, okay? And then there were 3 screws over here on this side that you clamp this onto the pick rails. And there's actually machined square things in this base that fit into them pick rails pretty tight. Now, I didn't Loctite anything because the screws would be way deep inside the mount itself and there'd be no way to get acetone in there to loosen them up. And they kind of went in pretty tight, and I torqued them. I used a torque screwdriver to torque down the rings. I didn't go real heavy with them, and again did not Loctite them. Upon firing the scope, nothing appears to be loose. You have a Paraflex ring up here that you can adjust, and I just set it was 50 yards. Everything was clear and worked well, and it goes up to 10 power magnification. All right, and there is an illumination ring here that you can illuminate the reticle. And actually the reticle is pretty cool. You got a choice of 4 different types. It's like a little horseshoe with a dot in the middle. And it picks up well. It shot well. I like it. I'm going to take it out and try it at distance. I found ammunition. It shoots well in this barrel. And also the adjustments, they're pretty neat. You have a dot here in the back, and you just turn it with your fingers. You don't need a screwdriver. It was pretty simple to sight in and get it sighted in at 50 yards. I didn't expend that much ammo to get it somewhat sighted in. Now, one thing about any of these guns, when you change the ammunition, okay, I was using one type of ammunition and it was shooting a little to the right. I put another type of ammunition and it was right on. Okay, so if you change the brand of ammo, the weight of the bullet, the shape of the bullet, you'll have to re-zero the scope. So I strongly suggest you find an ammo, like I found this ammo here, works good in this barrel and the setup that I have. Now I got it sighted in. If you watch the video where I sighted in this thing, you see where I whacked it on there right on. Okay, so everything is set. And now next time around, we will go out to a longer distance of 100 and 200 yards and see how this scope works. But for the money, and so far, nothing bad has happened. It's working good. We'll take it out, work with it a little more. I'd recommend, giving it a try. It's a pretty nice setup. A little too big maybe for this, and I may have to get some sort of a more compact sight system to fit on here. This is kind of really, the scope is nice, but it's kind of large for using it on this type of a lightweight short AR rifle. Okay. All right. Thank you and stay tuned.